We're here with Stan Podlenski, formerly of Montague, Massachusetts, and he's going to tell us about Florence Smith and her family and what he remembers about them. Speak up, Stan.
Okay, I grew up in a farm in south of Montague, about a mile south of the center. And I can remember going to church with my mother at the Congregational Church. And I can remember the organist, Florence Smith. I remember seeing the back of her head, but she'd every once in a while look up in the mirror above the keyboard to see what was going on. I also remember...
Now, how about you? Your father's name was Podlenski.
Name was Stanley Podlenski. I'm junior. All through grade school, I went by my middle name, it's John, but then I changed when I went to high school.
What was your mother's name?
My mother's maiden name was Ruth Wilder, and she grew up on that farm in Montague, and as I say, attended the Congregational Church after the Unitarian Church went out of business. That's where she really came from, but she then moved over to the Congregational Church. I remember another one of the Field girls, not only Florence, but her sister, Marion Lombard. I remember Lucius Field in the general store, and next to the general store, there was a little dry goods store run by his sister, Etta Field.
Etta?
Etta Field, yeah.
E-T-T-A, Etta?
I'm not sure how the spelling, but I just remember Etta Field's dry goods store where she sold cloth and yarns or threads and things like that. There was another Field family related to Franklin Field, son of Fred Field, who I think was Lucius Field's brother. And I remember that family real well. And because my dad used to do business with Franklin, who also had the famous cider mill.
What did your father do?
My father, well, he did a lot of things. Prior to the Depression, he had an automotive garage in Greenfield, which went under in the Depression. Then he did a bunch of jobs working in the woods and things like that until the early 40s when we started took over the farm and started a dairy farm.
Cows?
Cows, yeah. So all through high school we milked cows, and then he ran the dairy farm until his retirement, and I think about 1966.
So you didn't know Florence Smith's daughter, Martha?
No, I did not. I did not know her family nor Florence family at all, and I don't really know her Aunt Marion's family either. Just the two, as they used to call them, the Fields girls.
Yeah. Well, I hope we get the right family.
Oh, I think we have. If you're talking about Florence Smith, I think there's only one Florence Smith in the town of Montague.
Yeah.
And I know where they lived back at the old town hall on North Street, I guess. That's the name of that street. The first big house there, and still stands, a beautiful house.
Yeah. See, Marty would be quite a bit older than you.
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
Late 80s, and you're late 70s or mid 70s.
No,
what are you?
80.
Oh, you are 80, so you're up there.
Yeah.
You're up there with the rest of us.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, good. Well,
I think I'm just a month younger than you.
Yeah, good. Good. Happy birthday. Coming up. Yeah.
So,
well, I'll show this to Marty and see if she at least remembers some of the names.
Yeah.
All right.
The family, are you still recording?
Yeah. My
mother's maternal family were the original owners of the farm.
The Wilders?
They were the Guns.
Oh, Gun. G-U-N-N?
Yes.
G-U-N? Yeah.
And I do remember one thing about it was that the last male Gun was my great-grandfather, Edward Payson Gun.
Wow.
And I know
those are names,
that he made out a homemade will, and I remember seeing Lucius Field was one of the what do you call them?
Beneficiaries?
No, not a beneficiary, but one of the...
yeah, I know what you mean. The guy who ran it, or signature, right?
Well, yeah.
Witness.
The witness there. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
And that is it.
That is it. Thank you, Stan Podlenski.